I'm Adam Watson.
I'm Trinity Watson.
This is the Darkslinger Mafia 31 Days of Halloween, where we're going to be taking a look at horror books, Halloween books,
Gory books.
spooky books, scary books.
Evil Ernie books.
It would not be Halloween for me if I didn't read at least one of the original Chaos Comics line.
Mm-hmm.
So, this particular one, I never read before. Evil Ernie, War of the Dead, issue number 1.
Yeah.
Have you read it?
I have not.
Have you read any Evil Ernie?
I've read some, but it's been so long since I've read an Evil Ernie that I might as well have never read it.
So I have a lot of Chaos issues, but they have a lot of gaps in them.
Okay.
Whenever I'm at a con, I always look for the older issues, try to fill in some gaps. Because when I was a kid, when we go to the Comic Cons, Lady Death comics, like the dealers would be charging like $30 for them.
Oh.
Yeah. There would be dealers at the Portland Comic Book Show every single time who would have all of the, I guess they'd be embossed. It'd be like gold, silver foil, red foil, and they'd have like embossments to the covers, right?
Okay.
And they just charge like $20, $30 a piece for them, but they wouldn't have any of the normal issues, and there definitely wouldn't be any in like the $2 and under boxes, which is what I stuck to when I was a kid, right?
Right.
So I picked these up when I found them at comic shops and when I found them at Comic Cons later on. But for the most part, it was when I started buying collections that I actually filled in most of my Chaos stuff, right?
Okay.
So I know this takes place towards the end of Chaos. It even talks about Armageddon in this, which is a 4-issue miniseries I have, but I haven't read yet.
Right.
The one mistake I kind of made by picking this one is that I feel like you need too much backstory for this.
Yeah.
So this is not a good place for beginners to jump into despite the first issue.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is written by Brian Pulido and Lynn Kaminsky, penciled by David Brewer, inked by Curtis Arnold, colored by Jason Jensen and John Merrifield, and it's lettered by Comicraft's Oscar Gongora.
Huh.
The cover is by David Brewer, Curtis Arnold, and Jason Jensen. Do you think that I actually nailed all of those?
I'd say even if you didn't, it was pretty close.
I know I at least know how to say Brian Pulido. So it does have a recap page and a timeline, right?
Right.
And the little 2 until the end there. During this time, Wizard kept going on and on about how Chaos was going to come to an end in the year 2000.
Okay.
Yeah, at the end of Armageddon, it was going to come to an end. I don't know if quite everything from this was published before the bankruptcy hit or not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure without actually going through and checking all that kind of stuff. But it does have a little list. I feel like this page is really easy to skip over, though.
Yeah.
Is even though I get why it's black and red, you know, those are kind of like Pulido colors. It's not the best designed page. It's a little hard on the eyes, and it's really easy to skip over. If they had put like a inverted, toned down version of the cover behind it or something like that, it might have been so much easier to read than what it is.
Right.
So did you actually read this as you were going through, or did you just kind of skip over it?
I skipped over it.
Yeah, and that's where the story so far comes from.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, in this, Evil Ernie's whole thing has always been that he wants to cause Megadeth.
Right.
Because he's in love with Lady Death.
Oh, okay.
Lady Death makes her first appearance in the Evil Ernie comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you ever have the opportunity to pick those up, you'll probably find the trade paperback easier than you will the original issues.
Right.
But if you ever have the opportunity to, great stuff. But his whole thing is he wants to cause Megadeth because there has to be a certain amount of humanity killed in order for Lady Death to return to Earth.
Okay.
And he wants her to come up to Earth because he's in love with her.
Oh, I see.
So I do not recall how he became like the necro-powered hero that he is nowadays, though. So it starts off with a doctor who is kind of building a cyborg, I guess.
Yeah. Reassembling a dead person.
Yeah. Only thing is, I don't know if she was already a cyborg or not because she's got a cybernetic arm and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not entirely positive what's going on here, honestly, because I probably haven't read whatever came before this.
Yeah.
I've read more of the Lady Death issues from this time than anything else.
Okay.
She's pretty terrifying looking, though.
Yeah, she is.
I really, I like all the gory ass, gross ways she's drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she starts talking to the doctor, so he must have been successful in some degree.
Mm-hmm.
And his basic thing is that he wants to get revenge on Evil Ernie.
Yeah.
And he needs some rest, which is obvious if he's going around animating corpses.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get Evil Ernie. So it would appear everyone on this plane is dead and he's actually controlling them. I don't recall how far like his puppetry powers extend or whatever.
Right.
But somebody's flying the plane, so he must have control to that degree, right?
Yeah.
So when you watch the newest season of Stranger Things, if they end up making Eddie come back as a zombie or something, they are just probably stealing Ernie's look, just so you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he decides he's going to toss all the people off the plane.
Yep.
And Smiley does not want any of this to happen. Smiley thinks that Ernest Fairchild wouldn't want any of this. And Ernest Fairchild is Evil Ernie.
Okay.
So without reading the stuff that came before it, that is something that confused me.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is Evil Ernie on this plane, right?
Yeah.
Causing mass chaos. And Smiley jumps out of the plane.
Right. Which I thought Smiley's whole thing was that he loved chaos because he's the psychotic button.
Yeah, but there are Smiley one-shot issues where he just wants to go on, like, summer break and have fun and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So, Smiley is a character unto himself, and you kind of have to read all the old Chaos stuff to fully appreciate him.
Okay.
But he's great. All you need to know is that he's a phenomenal button. So, this girl talking to this guy, this is Ernest, apparently.
So
He's obviously got the same hair as Evil Ernie.
Yeah.
He's got the same jacket as Evil Ernie.
Mm-hmm.
Boots, not exact, but everything is close enough between the way they look. So yeah, I'm going to say there's something that's happened that separated the human from the Ernie persona.
Right.
But I don't know what, because it's not recapped
No.
in a way that I can either read, because it might be recapped in the beginning, but I skipped that because that was way too hard on my eyes.
Yeah.
So it's either not recapped in that way, or it's not explained in this comic. Since it's in issue number 1, I kind of feel like it should be.
Yeah.
But I also know that Chaos only really did like up to like issue 3 or 4 normally, and then they'd start with the new series that continued the continuation.
Okay.
They did have ongoings with Lady Death and Evil Ernie for a while. I think that the Evil Ernie ongoing might have still been going when this comic came out.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not sure. At some point, I'll reread it all in order, and this will all make sense. But at the moment, gotta be honest, this doesn't make much sense.
No.
So, yeah. She's basically trying to convince him that he needs to help against evil. And he's doesn't really want to do that.
Yeah. He senses things. He sees things.
Yeah, and then we get some excellent panels of Smiley falling.
Yep.
And I love the fact that you could actually see the pin back on the back of him because, you know, it really reinforces the idea that this is just a button.
Right. Where do his bones come out of? Because it doesn't show right here and it doesn't show right here.
They're just made into the sides of the button.
Ah, okay.
You know, he's a 3D button. He's supposed to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not completely flat.
Oh, I see.
So they're like built in. There is merchandise with Smiley.
Really?
Yeah, and so I'm pretty positive that it's all kind of like a 3D, you know, he's about like that thick. So that's what I'm going to say he is.
Okay.
Supposed to be in the comic world. So then he's caught, and when I first saw that, I thought it was Cremator, I think is the guy's name.
Yeah.
And then we see that the doctor is very, very haunted.
Yeah, at first I thought this was some kind of psychosis Smiley was giving him, but I don't remember Smiley being able to do that.
Yeah, well, whether he was or not, this isn't anything to a Smiley. It's just it jumped ahead again
Yeah.
back to the doctor, and then he finds out that the poisoning is becoming lethal. I guess it's a poisoning that Evil Ernie is releasing,
Something.
but I don't really know.
Yeah.
And then we get to find out who it. Well, no, we don't find that out yet because it doesn't actually show, does it?
No.
Yeah. So then Dead King shows up. Dead King had been in the Chaos universe for a little bit at this time period, I think. I don't really remember much about him though. I have the one shot that he's in. I don't know if that's his first appearance or what. I feel like I should have reread a lot of Chaos stuff prior to reading this one, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Dead King, I don't really know what his plan is in being here other than to agitate the doctor.
Right. And the doctor apparently has his sister.
Yeah, well, his sister is the girl who is on the operating table. We should have mentioned that. So the girl the doctor was working on is Dead King's sister. To my understanding, anyway. Yeah, and then everything starts erupting.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's because Evil Ernie's there. So apparently his powers have been like majorly amplified during this time period. But I don't know what the full extent is that he's capable of.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I haven't read those particular issues. So,
his face in the corner is amazing.
Yeah, I love that. That looks great. It's basically just kind of zombie type people who are overrunning the military.
Yeah.
These hand silhouettes with the blood on it, those are phenomenal. I love everything about that. It's kind of funny because this doctor guy is almost drawn in like a Liefeldian way with the shape of his face and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like, if not Liefeld, then other image artists of the time period.
Right. He has a very
but
capable
nothing
look, so.
else in this is.
Yeah.
Everything else looks distinctly kind of in its own universe, right? So apparently the best thing for Dead King to do is Smiley, because that is who caught him if you didn't catch that from the bandage hands.
Yeah.
He had him in his pants, is what I'm thinking, based off the dialogue.
Yeah, his pants pocket.
Oh, was it his pocket? Okay, that's good. But the best thing to do with Smiley is put him over his own eyeball.
Yeah.
I can't figure out why he didn't just put him on his shirt like Evil Ernie always had.
Right.
But yeah, I'm okay with that. It looks cool. And then it turns out Evil Ernie has taken over NORAD. So it's a common theme in a few of the books we've looked at today.
Yeah.
Like taking over NORAD or NORAD being really important.
Yeah, because that's what happened in Spooks, too.
Yeah, and that's not a government institution people really talk about much outside of Christmas when they do the Santa tracking.
Right.
Speaking of Santa, there's a Santa zombie here.
I did not catch that when I read it.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah,
No.
he gets his head blown clean off, and then you see his head
amazing.
falling. So yeah, this is the girl who was talking to Ernest earlier. And yeah, it's just a big old war of the undead versus the living.
Yeah. I love all of the shots that Ernie's in. He's drawn so cool.
And Ernie has managed to launch the nuclear weapons.
Yep, and he's screaming cool while he does it.
Yeah. And then we get an idea of what's happening in the next issue. Which kind of tells us a little bit more of what was happening in this issue, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a pretty effective ad, all in all, I think. It tells us what we need to know, features some pretty badass artwork that's not overly obstructed by anything.
Yeah.
I'm even okay with the next issue blurb up there, right? I'm not as big of a fan of that particular image.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just don't really like that image.
I love this one down in the corner with Lady Death.
That's one of my
overlooking
favorite Evil Ernie Lady Death images. So this, yeah, I'm right. This is the image that's used on the Youth Gone Wild trade paperback.
Okay.
That's what reprints the original Evil Ernie comic that came out through Eternity.
Okay.
So yeah, originally Evil Ernie didn't appear in a Chaos comic.
Yeah. These only being $10 at the time, that's amazing. What?
Is it trade paperbacks? What am I looking at here? That's a premium edition.
Yeah.
So that's premium 2,500, and then this is trade paperbacks $10. Yeah.
Yeah, all of them are $10. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, how much did the comic itself cost? $2.95.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's how much. That's the price comics should be nowadays. Not $8.99.
Yeah, they're okay at like $3.99 or $4.99.
Right.
Our comics are $3.99.
Yeah.
But yeah, at $8.99, they're pricing me out of the market to buy most new stuff.
Yeah.
And they don't sell at that price point well enough to justify it. And you can argue with me all you want, but the simplistic fact is I'm the one who's distributing using SpinnerX.
Right.
So I see what people outside of comic shops are willing to spend on comics or not. So
yeah.
People who are already buying comics, if that's the only market you want to hit, yeah, they might buy at $8.99, right?
Right.
You want to build a new audience, like say by distributing through us Comics Mainstream, you gotta have that price point at $5.99 or below if it's a single issue.
Yeah.
The real world is not Kickstarter. On Kickstarter, you can charge $20 for your issue and get away with it.
Right.
Real world, you won't be able to do that. It's just simplistic fact. So this ad does not work on me.
No.
But this is pretty good. This is a lighter color of black, I feel.
Right.
Or that's a darker, that must be a darker shade of red, because I think that's the shade of red they used in the beginning.
Yeah, this
is hard as hell to read.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets easier as it goes down.
Yeah, they should have done white if they were going to have the black on the inside.
It did work for me until I realized that was necessary information. Now
Yeah.
I'm going to change my mind. That actually no longer works on me.
Yeah.
And then the Vigilante 8 ad. So this is a sign that comics are doing well, in my opinion.
Video game ads?
Yeah. When you take a look at like the stuff Marvel was putting out just a couple of years ago, all the ads in it are for like cars.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a bad sign when the only people willing to advertise are people who are advertising to people like my age.
Yeah.
If it's a healthy market, it should be advertising to people who are like, 16 through 20.
Right.
Whatever the sort of perfect age is for Vigilante 8, I would assume looking at the game, it's about, 16 through 20, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that, even if it is busy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
And then the images to come. It's okay. This isn't designed badly or anything. Did you know there was an ICP comic?
I didn't. That's amazing.
I don't know if every issue did, but the issues actually came with exclusive CDs.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and during this time, Chaos was also doing a Stone Cold Steve Austin comic and an Undertaker, both of which are wrestlers.
I knew there was an Undertaker comic.
There was more than just Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there were more than just these two. I think they did like 4 or 5 in total, different wrestlers. The Undertaker one is actually pretty good. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big wrestling fan, but it deals more with him being like a supernatural person outside of the ring than what it does anything about him being the Undertaker in the ring.
That's amazing.
So yeah, that one is fun. We might want to take a look at that at some point. And then, yeah, there's a lot of words here.
Lady Death the movie.
There was an anime movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it's any good?
I owned it. It's worth watching. Is it what I wanted to see out of Lady Death? No. Because it's anime. It's changed a lot, and I mean true anime. It's not. It's not. I don't think, at least, that it's an American company. It's actual like Japanese made.
Yeah.
And so the tropes in it are those instead of what we're used to. I think that it would have been a little cooler to see something that actually followed what Polito had wrote for the character a little more.
Right.
But it's still worth watching for no other reason than it's fun. And then the checklist is nice and easy to read here.
Yeah. Oh, it talks about the exclusive CD with ICP.
Yep. Yep. So each one of them was a single. Yeah. Yeah. Overall, I like all this.
Yeah.
I actually like editorial pages. I think they work
do
well.
too.
And I like the checklist is nice and easy to read in here.
Yeah.
In the Fiend Club. So Chaos was really good about rewarding his fans.
Okay.
Yeah, they did a lot of like exclusive type stuff that you could get for being a member of the Collector's Corner or Fiend Club or anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, and good luck finding most of that stuff on the secondary market because a lot of the people who got it kept it forever.
Oh, okay.
I love this smiley. Everything about that works.
He's got a little bone hand.
Death certificate. I don't know what this is exactly.
I don't either, but
I think it's just a gift certificate.
Oh.
But that works for me. And then a purgatory statue. I actually owned that at one point in time.
Amazing.
Yeah. When we bought our house, I'd sold off a bunch of stuff that I owned, and this was one of the things that I sold.
Dang.
Yeah, I got it at a flea market for like $10.
What?
Yeah, it is huge too. It's 21 inches tall.
Jeez, you're never gonna find something that cool like that again.
You wouldn't think so, but I actually found a Lady Demon statue at a toy show a while back that the guy was just like, please just buy it. Because I was just kind of staring at it. I didn't know if I wanted to buy it or not. And the guy's like, please just buy this from me. Friends bought it for me knowing I was into comics, but I'm into superheroes, not this kind of stuff.
Oh.
And I was like, what do you want for it? And he's like, what would you offer me? I was like, let me look in my pocket. So I pulled money out of my pocket, and like most of my money was in my cash box because, I was doing the comp.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got $5 in my pocket. He's like, sold. So I was like,
Wow.
okay, yeah. And that thing's worth considerably more than $5.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can you let it go?
Evil Ernie, War of the Dead, issue number 1. Overall, did it make you want to read any more of the issues? Is this something you'd be interested in checking out more?
Personally, I would be interested in backtracking. I want
That's
to know
what I mean,
what's going on in the issues before this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? By the time this post, Frankenstein will already have come and went. Mm-hmm. But you might have found some while we were there and will be there because we haven't been there yet as of the filming of this.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you can see his spine all irradiated inside there, by the way.
Mm-hmm. His design is so cool.
Oh, yeah, I love Evil Ernie. Mm-hmm. All right, you got anything else?
No.
All right, let's go make some comics. Looking for something to read this Halloween season? Darkslinger Comics has you covered. Check out Ghost Assassin, a supernatural crime comic. Issue number 1 is currently available in a color edition as well as a limited edition black and white raw copy that features Joel Kotajar's pencils and the lettering only. There's also a raw edition available for issue number 2. We're currently completing the inks and coloring stages on issue number 2. Can't wait to read it? You can pick up the A story in the cards as a mini comic. Issue number 3 is also available in the raw edition. Vampires more your thing? Check out Chronicles of Von Helsing. This story features the world's oldest blood feud, the Von Helsings versus vampire kind. Issue number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all available, as well as the Sally mini comic and the newest addition to the Chronicles Von Helsing lineup, Blood Will Out by Tony Morgan. This is the last time Chronicles Von Helsing issues number 1 through 5 in the Sally special will be offered in this format. We're almost sold out of the remaining copies. The next time it sees print is going to be as a colored edition hardcover. Vampires
and supernatural crime not your thing, check out Who Will Save the World. All of these issues are available online on darkslinger.com, on our eBay store. You can order digital editions through our Patreon. Most of the comics mainstream spinner racks have these titles in stock as well. Are you a retailer and you're interested in stocking Darkslinger products? Get a hold of Comics Mainstream. Comics Mainstream is the exclusive distributor for Darkslinger comics.